We are so back. How are you doing, guys? I'm great. I'm fine. It has been a week, you know. Tomorrow is Sunday, which is the start of the week for me. So that's nice. My younger brother is turning. God, what is? I think he's turning 18. Don't quote me on that. I forgot. I think he's turning 18, but I know his birthday is tomorrow. So cut me some slack. Yeah, I think he is turning 18. Yeah, he's turning 18. Which is gonna be fun. We're gonna be celebrating like at a restaurant or something with the fam, which is always fun. It's welcome. Student life kind of chugging along. I'm getting a bit overwhelmed by assignments, but I'm not like super absorbed in it. And just kind of need to, you know, tough it out, or just, hope that everything turns out well in the end. And so yeah, that's that. We'll get to my scent of the day, at the end of all of this. But we can start with last Sunday's wear, which, as you guys already know, is my start of the week. And what a start of the week it was with Belle Âme from Les Abstraits, being my Sunday best. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I've said the whole, faint TV glow as you fall asleep with a kind of love aura, but it is just so pleasing, and just it's very slow going. It feels like everything's slowing down to a crawl. Like it does feel like almost like picture like unmoving even. Which yeah, I'm glad I'm doubled up on Belle Âme. So yeah, that's Belle Âme by Les Abstraits. From Eugen of You Smells Good, a friend of mine, awesome man. Which yeah, Belle Âme, c'est magnifique. Going from a perfume name that is French with Belle Âme to a brand name that is French, Les Indémodables, with my only bottle of theirs, Ambre Suprême. That was Monday, of course. It's always a pleasure wearing this. This week I'm feeling it more like scenery. Like it feels as if you're hanging out with the Loch Ness monster, this giant organism that has lived long before you and will be there long after you perish. This kind of eternal grace to it. It does feel very, very, very water-like, but not in a sea decay K-lone way. It is very cold, kind of morning water feel to it, if that makes sense. So that was Ambre Suprême from Les Indémodables. They have a new release soon. I think it's called Patchouli Noisette. I'm looking forward to smelling it. I've seen it might have a hazelnut thing. So maybe a little bit of a Nutella thing going. We'll see when I eventually sample it, because I'm not blind buying anything of theirs. That the price is just it needs some sampling from there. Going to a blind buy. The absolute segue of going from a well-researched and well-smelt sample turned into a great buy to a blind buy that I'm not really disappointed by it. I'm just I feel robbed I feel like I robbed myself of getting it in a better deal. And I'm talking about this Arij Ledores Motia Attar, though it's not really his so much as he bought the commercial Attar, put it in a lab test, and gave it the all clear that it has good ingredients, which deserves a price raise from, like, I don't know what's the average on these, like 25-30 bucks for a 3 gram, and to a $75, not including shipping, which DHL shipping killed it for me, turned it like 150 bucks for this plus shipping. Really needed to research it. Well, not good. Really not good in terms of the price. In terms of the smell, though, it's just pleasant. It's awesome. It does have a creaminess to it. The kind of green stemminess together with the you know, the petals of the jasmine. It's very simple, but it's also very, well, yeah, natural smelling, of course, because it has sandalwood and jasmine, but just like, it smells like something you would just go up to in nature and smell. So yeah, that's the Motia Attar. Great smell, horrible price. You know, however, my source is a notable fragrance cynic and connoisseur of the offbeat DJ. Who you who are, you know, deep in the community might know DJ as a pretentious git in a very fun way, which is like, do know where I'm getting my quotas from, my sources. So that was, you know, Tuesday's wear, Motia Attar, going to a very different kind of blind buy, in that it wasn't really a blind buy, it was just a blind buy that was forced on me. You've heard the story. I bought a Discovery Atomizer, did not get a Discovery Atomizer. That's the story. Soapy, citrus, awesome, just smells clean. Really just a soap smell that is also in a perfume bottle. You just get the soap, in my opinion, and you'll get the, you know, the same experience. And, you know, for me at least, the soap is just the best thing for me, because I'd rather wear, you know, more interesting, complex, more expensive fragrances instead of this. I know it is just awesome. It's great, but this specifically, Nice Bergamote, works better as a soap scent, in my opinion, than as a fragrance. Though as a fragrance, it's still bloody, just so pleasant and refreshing. Soapy. What a description! Soapy, and it's in the soap, bro. Give me a Nobel Prize already with these flowery terms I'm giving. And now for something completely different. Salt and Pasha's Basmati Rose. It's rice. Like, especially smelling it from this small vial, it is so rice. It's uncanny how rice it is. And I'm not mispronouncing nice. It's rice. Riz. You know? Riz. However you say it in French, I don't know. You know, it's comme. It's just any word you have in your mind for rice. That's this. Spiced. Feels notably very airy and warm, but it's not the French rice perfume where it's like, oh yeah, it's kind of powdery, it's nice. That's a bit of a rice feeling, but you know, it feels perfumey. This also feels perfumey, but it's also absurdly rice-like. Like, I don't know. I'm guessing that Le Papier has got nothing to say when compared to Basmati Rose. You know how I pronounce it there, but Basmati Rose, just like, huh? Salman Pasha is just, he has like hands of a genius or something. Like, I don't know how, like, I don't know what nipples he got to on those rice grains and just kind of and put it all in the oil. Just incredible. Just, and it's not even just like a rice grain, it's the whole meal. You got the kind of spices that go in there. I don't know, like clove, maybe curry powder. No, I don't know. It's maybe clove, but also definitely saffron. It's just got the kind of warm yellow feeling that kind of saffron gives. Though it might not have saffron, and I'm just bullshitting out my ass. So please do attack me in the comments if I'm wrong. I will take it. I am very good at accepting criticism. So yeah, that was Basmati Rose from Sultan Pasha as my Thursday wear. And going on to a Friday wear, you know, I've been kind of all over the modern version, but now I felt we should go back to our grassroots, to our degraded materials, to our kind of vintage. Azzaro per Homme. Might be a placebo, but I do get more volume. There is a bit of a thicker kind of. It manifests itself a bit thicker than how the modern manifests itself. They both have that kind of big picture grandpa soap shaving foam you know, structure to them. But this one is notably more kind of is more weighty. Like it feels like a glass of water. Like there's a glass of water somewhere in the composition. You're searching with the kind of shaved spices and all that, and you find a glass of cold water. That's the dimension that you know, degraded materials, the vintage, kind of adds to this. I myself don't really find it, you know, worth hunting for a vintage. Others definitely are, you know, in the circle which I'm in. But for me, the modern just more than makes up for it. It's just like, for the price you can get it modern, just get the modern. The 200ml bottle is massive. You know it. I'll show it. This thing, you can just spray away. And you get basically the same thing, maybe a bit thinner, but honestly, I don't give a shit. So that's the vintage Azzaro, not the modern Azzaro, even though I did pull out the modern Azzaro just to show you guys. And then, capping off the week, another Sultan Pasha, who would have believed it? It's Fougere Noire. If you guys can see it, whatever, you don't really need to see the number. Fougere Noire is a very green. Got some of that Fougere structure in there, but last time I smelled it, let's just give it a sniff from the vial. Oh wow, yeah, it's almost oppressively green, at least from the vial, but it's much more pleasant and kind of conventionally Fougere-like when you dab it on the arm, you know. So that's very nice. It dries down, and there's a bit of a, it does kind of manifest a bit of a kind of, sure, dark and kind of if I say not burnt, but maybe ashen quality to it, which, you know, is not something that I personally enjoy, but I do enjoy and like to wear this little small vial of Fougere Noire when it does pop up in the rotation. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all of them. Again, Sunday, Belle Âme. Monday, Ambre, Tuesday, Motia, Attar. Wednesday, Bergamote. Thursday, Basmati Rose. Friday, Azzaro Homme Vintage. Saturday, Fougere Noire. That has been my fragrance rotation. Post yours down below in the comments if that's your thing. Like the video if if you're into that thing. I have a PO box now. Check in my channel bio, the About Me page on the channel. That's my PO box address if you want to send me some decants of your own for me to be impressed by and give me my thoughts on them. And yes, as always, I'm just as always I'm Dev. Hi, nice to meet you. The guy with the onesie sometimes. Maybe in a bit I'll do some other impressions. And yeah, that's that. Bye. Yeah, I don't know how to end the